Liam, has the heart rate dropped a little bit since full time yet?
No, not yet. I have to analyse it, I have to watch it back. But for certain periods in the game, we showed exactly what I wanted to bring to the football club in the way that we play. And then it's so frustrating. I feel like, I said to the lads, I feel like the most boring manager in the world at the moment because I keep saying the same things to him. We have to take our just rewards from these games. You know, we're finding a way to shoot ourselves in the foot, or we're finding a way that decisions that aren't in our hands go against us. The penalty's not a penalty, it's as clear as day. Alfie's just defended it really, really well. But what I'm really proud of is we kept going and we plugged away at the end. And Ozan shows his temperament, shows his quality and tucks away a penalty where it would have been a crime had we lost the game.
Did you feel when Seri was brought down on halfway? I said in commentary that I didn't think it was a free kick. Would you disagree with that?
I don't know. I haven't seen it back at the time. Obviously, I'm on the touchline. I thought it was a foul. I don't know if it's the right or wrong decision. But the thing is, we can't be complacent. We were so on top in the first 20, 25 minutes. And then we just concede 2 goals out of absolutely nothing. We have to eliminate that from our game. In saying that, our defensive record's been really good, but we have to not shoot ourselves in the foot by either missing chances or giving cheap goals away.
You can look at it 2 ways, can't you? You've said there that disappointment in losing the lead, but there's also the perseverance side of it too, to actually come back into the game.
The lads showed everything: fitness levels, resilience, determinations. I thought every sub that came on made an impact, and I'm really proud of the group. I said it to them, I'm proud of them, but I'm so frustrated at the same time with them because they have to believe in the level they can get to. And that's something that you have to show out there on the pitch. When you're 1-0 up and you have a chance to go 2-0 up, as clear as we do, miss that chance and within 30 seconds the ball's in the back of our net.
Coyle coming off, what's the situation?
It's his rib again. He got another whack to his rib, and again it was early in the game, so we'll have to assess him and see if he's okay for Monday.
Has he had to play through pain, I imagine, last couple of weeks?
He's a great captain, he's a great leader, and his performance was top, but we had to take him off, which is a shame for him, and we'll see how he is for Monday.
Yeah, you went with Jones, by the looks of things, at right back. Did you ever think about maybe, as strange as it sounds, moving Doherty or Slater in there?
Well, Docs did it really well against Burnley. I felt with Alfie and Callum, because of their natural defenders, we didn't have a natural, it would have been a tough one for Xavi to come on. In a game, the game was so open, I needed defenders to defend, and that was a decision I made, and it was a tough one because I've got Docs, I've got Xavi waiting to come on as well, but I just felt we needed one more defensive mind on the pitch with the quality that they have.
Just to summarise, I know you spoke before the game about that need for ruthlessness. 4 goals suggests that you was ruthless, but do you feel it should have been more?
It should have been more. Should have been more. We should have been out of sight. In the first 20, 25 minutes, they couldn't get near us. They couldn't press us. We won every second ball. We created so many openings, so many chances. So it's frustrating, but there's a way of showing ruthlessness in scoring goals. Being ruthless is keeping the ball out at the other end, which we've done really, really well. So look, we're on the right track. I'm really, really excited to work with this group, and they showed a lot of really, really good things today.
Any other injuries, concerns tonight?
No, none whatsoever.
Right, Regan, as a midfielder who was right in the heart of everything tonight, how do you start to process that result?
Obviously, a lot of ups and downs throughout the game. We lead, give away 2 sloppy goals, get ourselves back into the game again, end up leading, give away a penalty, which is another point for a different day, and then show great character from everyone, and we see the game out and get a point in the end of things.
I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't press you on that penalty. What was your view of it on the park? What did you think?
It's not a penalty. I've watched it back. It's still not a penalty either. So yeah, I just feel like we've been robbed a little bit, to be fair.
Did luck iron itself out in the end? Obviously, yours is a penalty from the contact. Did you see him coming? Was that turn intentional?
I was just trying to get myself half a yard to get a shot away. Obviously, it's a bit theatrical, but nowadays you have to make it like that. You know, there's definitely contact there, but I just have to show that I have been caught, which I definitely were.
You smashed one in at that end earlier on, and the ball was very close to going out of play, but was it always top right-hand corner? Was that always the idea?
Yeah, I think once I got my head up and it were still in play, their centre-half stopped, and it gave me enough time to just try and get a little angle on it so I could put it in the top right, and that's what I did.
You could have had another away day brace if it wasn't for Patterson at the other end.
Yeah, I feel like obviously I should do better with it. It's a great ball in by Coyle. I feel like maybe it's one of them where if it's a little bit scuffier and not as clean a connection, it probably bobbles in somehow. But yeah.
It doesn't matter now, really, because you've got a goal at the other end. And speaking of goals, did you expect to have so many goals this season? Because I think with my maths being right, you've scored more goals this season than your entire career put together.
Yeah, I have, which probably sounds more impressive than what it actually is. Having been, I don't know, maybe 3 goals my best.
I think that was I think that by my count is your 10th. But obviously you've bagged 5 in this season, so you've equalled it, I should say.
Yeah. I'm delighted to do that, but I still want to keep pushing on and try and add more goals to my games. The gaffer's constantly on at me to get shots away and what have you, and I know that's something that I need to keep doing.
After last season being a bit goal shy, was that always the ambition at the start of this season, to the point now where you've got 5 and contributed 4 more?
Yeah, definitely. I want to be involved in that half. The gaffers give me the license to go and be part of the build-up, and then go and get involved up there, and that's what I enjoy doing. That's how I want to play.
Obviously, the ambition going forward is going to be Premier League with a promotion push next season. A ground of this stature produced a crowd that you would have in the Premier League, and I think I'm right in saying that's the biggest crowd you've ever played in front of. How did you feel? How did you handle the occasion?
I think we just took on board what the gaffer said before the game. We knew that if we stuck to our game plan, then the crowd would go a little bit quiet, and they would get a little bit onto their players in a way when we was playing out like we were, especially in that first half. And then it's just a case of keeping them quiet. Obviously, we give away two really cheap goals in a matter of minutes, which just lifts 40,000. So it's easy to get like drowned out by all the noise and what have you. That we really had to concentrate at that period, and we showed great character to get ourselves back in.
Did you feel shell shocked at the speed of those 2 goals going in the net, the first 2?
Yeah, definitely. You know, you go from being 1-0 up to 2-0 down, 2-1 down, literally in I think it's 2 minutes, innit? We give it away straight from kick-off, and it's just a big shock to the system, kind of like what has just gone on there kind of thing.
Was that pretty much what was said on the pitch?
No, not really. I think for us it's important that we're engaged for 90 minutes, 95 minutes, however long the game is, and it just shows today that when you do switch off, you will get punished at this level.